Hey guys, this is Introducing Emmy, and we're back with another Redline Tuesday. I think this is episode 12. This one was sent to us by... Gotta get a little closer. Boop. Direttore Sl88, and I hope I pronounced that right. They sent me a pronunciation. I hope I did it right. Yay. Alright, so let's get started. They wanted me to go over the anatomy. And to kind of work on the facial structure of the characters. I think, and just like the general look of the characters is based on the way they look in the show. Hold on, gotta get my brush. So that's what they look like in the show. Is that Total Drama Island? I don't know, I don't watch a lot of cartoons these days. So we are just gonna get started here. Then I am actually gonna make this just a teeny lighter. Okay. The other thing I did was I extended the canvas so that we have a little bit more room to work. And I forget what the name of these characters are. So big guy, little girl, that's what we're going to be calling them. And so yeah, let's get started on him. I kind of like looking at him, looking back at this, trying to figure out. Okay, so we're just going to pretend like she's not even here. Because we can just add her in later. Now, he's a big guy. So we gotta add some punch. Don't be scared of the punch. I'm actually not sure if he's supposed to be like leaning against something, but I do know his legs wouldn't be shifted out in that direction. So I will just put his legs right about in here. I'm just sketching, like roughing this all out, and then I'll go over it more if I feel like I need to. There was something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I'm actually transferring some work to a client right now, so I might have to stop this at some point, though hopefully not. But I'll tell you guys when I stop and restart it, so you'll know if there's like a break in my speechy patterns. But yeah, I thought I'd squeak this in. So one thing, when you're drawing an arm in perspective, there's not going to be like a noticeable like clipping like this where the elbow is. So it would be more like this, actually. There might be a little bit on the top, but not on the bottom. This would basically be implied. I mean, you could imply it through like the clothing, like through wrinkles, you know, or something to that effect, but generally there's not going to be that kind of, especially in a character who's chubbier or fatter, you're not going to have like this definition of like an elbow too much from that angle. So yeah, so that's basically what it's gonna look like. In fact, I might just use that arm. Give me that. Cheating. Actually, it's not really the right, it's not the same perspective, but that's okay. Actually, let me just draw through for now. Sorry if the video gets a little quiet from time to time. I'm thinking. Okay, so this would be like his basic body structure, though just the overall angle is a little awkward. You know what we could do? I could go into Manga Studio and just model a character at this position. I could do that. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so BRB, I'm going to open Manga Studio, or not Manga Studio, Google SketchUp, sorry. And be right back. Okay, and we're back in Google SketchUp. So we're just going to model a character very, very quickly. And you're going to be like, I mean, this doesn't look anything like him. Shut up. It looks enough like him. I should have probably checked it. Oh my goodness. Let me go to my mouse. I can't do it with the pen. Okay. So hopefully you guys are seeing this. I'm trying to remember where my camera is centered on the screen. And we are just gonna... So this is gonna be his torso part. These are gonna be his legs. And I know this seems weird, but it's actually very helpful. Even if it looks sort of robotic, it still gives you like an idea of where things would be. So then we're gonna and I think somebody wanted me to do this anyway. I think somebody was asking me to do something, like model something, like rough something out. Like I said, this is going to be really rough. It's just to give us an idea of where things would be. So that would be like his tummy, torso-y area. So let me just sort of eyeball these next to each other. All right. And there's something I wanted to click on here. Wanted to actually do something like that. Okay. So normally I would like render this and everything, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to print screen, and then we're going to come over here. And we're going to say cut. And then we're going to go under our lines so that we can see what we're doing. So we might have to just finagle this a bit. Yeah, I got it pretty close, I think, actually. The legs do need to go down a little bit, though. Like, the thighs are, like... It's kind of like he's pushing his knees upward. So it's good that I did that. Now I can kind of get an idea of what to correct. Let's close that. Let's get rid of some of this green. So yeah, that's just something you can do. I should say that Google SketchUp is a free modeling program. I'm pretty sure it was created to it was for like modeling Google Earth models. Imagine that, modeling models. And but it's a good program. It's good for like rough. It's more for non-organic things. Obviously, it's very like you can do curves and stuff in it, but it's not really made for that. It's not like Maya or ZBrush or something. Those are also programs you can get, but they cost money. I think Maya still costs money. I could have sworn Maya like released a version or something that didn't cost anything, but don't listen to Grandma Emmy. She's so old. I'm not really that old. So anyway, because we did that, now we can kind of get a better idea of where everything should be. And because I did that, I actually am now starting to realize that his lower body is too big. So fixed. That actually makes for some nice paunch in the back. I like paunch. Like I like when characters have little folds of fat and whatnot. Now I'm used to drawing chubby women, so my curves do come off as a little more feminine. Like guys, see like what I just did there. Guys carry fat like, so let's do from the side. So this is like your upper breastline area, that's where your arm would be. So guys carry fat like as a pot belly, kind of like that. Women generally don't. Women usually have like a little bit of an indent right there. Now that's not like I'm generalizing, okay? But women generally carry fat a little differently than guys. We have different fat pockets. I remember in drawing anatomy, I in college I learned where all the fat pads were, but now I've forgotten them all basically. But I still kind of remember the shapes and stuff, so that's what's important. We also women gain weight in different areas of the body compared to guys, like at different times. Like I'm trying to remember what order and stuff, but yeah, it's a little different. It's not like incredibly different, but little things to like watch out for while you're working. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that arm off for now, and we are gonna do the head. So if I remember correctly, the concern was she didn't feel as, or he, excuse me, or they, I don't know what gender this person is, so pardon. They didn't feel as though the character, particularly the guy, didn't look on model to them. So we are going to try to get that character more on model. So the biggest thing I'm noticing is like all his activity is up at the top of his face, and then he's got like this big pronounced chin. And I'm not sure if that's like a chin or like a skin from being a chubby boy. But we're gonna just try to mimic that face shape. So what's his nose? Oh, he's got a very straight angled down nose. And then his ear would be just a little higher. And then he's just got like curly hair. The hair is fine. I'm not really gonna get too... I'm not gonna like overwork this just because of the hair. Alright, and then let's see, put the little indentation of where the eye socket would be. Sorry, I'm just going to multiply that for now so I can see what I'm doing. I think for him, for this character, I would keep the chin really rounded. Sorry, I just bumped my microphone. Because I mean, they are derived from these like really stylized shapes, and it's clear that the animators were taking like certain parts of their body and like exaggerating features so you can like see what their humanish type personas would be out of this, like if they were real people. So I would say, because your style is like somewhere between like kind of comic book realism and like cartoony sort of realism, I would say it's okay to exaggerate just a little bit more, you know? You don't have to like go all out like uber realism if you don't feel comfortable doing that. Or if I'm just talking out of my ass, then you just ignore me. And he has like these really round glasses, and I noticed you kind of made them oval. I think it would be okay to go back to the really round ones, and I think it would actually be really cute to kind of like see how this one is sort of like, there's the lens and there's his actual eyeball. It helps add like sort of a puppy dog sort of quality to his eyes. Like it adds an extra rim to the eye socket. Like people understand that that's his glasses or what have you, but it like visually it will make him look a little more like doll-faced, I guess. I'm not sure what a good word for that would be, but make him look a little more adorable. He's just schmoopy cute. And I would say don't lose the point in that nose, because I think that's like really particular to his character. He's got this like straight nose. Would that be considered a Roman nose? Probably not. Okay, so let's put his head on his body. Then I'm gonna do his hand and his other arm, and then do her, and then we're done. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm way off. Like, it's always difficult with characters like this who are like these like super stylized, like Flash-based characters. I think that show was animated in Flash. So, he's using some kind of like what was that, DS? Or it looks like a DS to me, but maybe it's not. Is that one of those newfangled smartphones that I don't own? I've thought about getting a smartphone. Just don't know if I'm ready for the leap. No, I'm not liking that. What did I do? Where's that hand? Get out of here. Okay, just making sure Okay, so let me try drawing the DS first, or whatever this is. Because it kind of looks like they're taking pictures, like together. Can you take pictures on a DS? I'm losing my mind trying to think about this. Okay. So there's the DS. Let's change it to a different color. Let's change it to like blue or green or something. Anything but the red. Okay. So his thumb would be like here, like holding it. Okay, so let's try to decipher that scribble into something that we can all enjoy and understand. Let me actually turn it so we can all see. Okay, so his index finger I think would be here. And we'll try to make it look as not broken as possible. There's his middle finger. And then he has his other two fingers sort of curved under. Just a hint of a palm right there. And his thumb and everything are on the side that you can't really see. So that is sort of a null issue that we don't have to worry about. Well, I mean, we need to worry about the placement of them, but we don't need to worry about drawing them. Okay, so I think that looks, you know, doable. Looks decent. But yeah, he would most likely be holding it by the bottom. His fingers wouldn't, like, I don't think would be like wrapping up around to the top of the DS case. So, okay, let's, I'm actually going to leave the kind of scribbly hand there underneath, and we're going to collapse collapse all that. And we're going to turn on this. And we're going to actually crop higher because I can't see. Alrighty, and I would recommend actually turning this a little bit. I know he's sort of holding it like a Glock. He's kind of like kill shot with the DS, but I actually think it looks better. I think it would like contour nicely with her head, which we have not drawn yet. And it also needs to just be a little bit bigger perspective-wise. So we'll put it like that. Let me get rid of a little noise. And, oops. Okay. I'm actually going to wait to draw this arm now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to put her in now. Okay, so let's turn that off. Now, when you go to do your drawing, don't do what Emmy does for the red lines. Don't like draw like one character, then turn that off, draw another character, and then try to like smoosh them together. It's only because I'm trying to correct the anatomy of individual characters that I'm doing it like this. If you were going to draw something like this with like two characters, you would want to like, you know, rough them out together, like holding on to each other or whatever, so that you have a rhythm established between the two of them. It's only because I'm correcting anatomy and doing stuff like that that I'm doing these kind of like separate, because I want to show like specifically what the two, like how the two characters look individually, and then I try to work them together at the end. So yeah, okay, I hope that all made sense. And if it didn't, I apologize. Again, I'm gonna try to like not only work from the artist's original drawing, but I'm also gonna try to work from the actual show concept. So I'm gonna try to like exaggerate the anatomy a little bit. So she's got a tiny, tiny waist. And the big old hips. I like how her hips are just like she's straight, and then it's just like watch out. Oh, I think they're supposed to be engaged. Like by the artist who drew this. I just noticed the ring. Also, this seems to be a common problem that I'm noticing with people making the forearms too long. Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. We can fix it. It's not a big deal. I'm just starting to notice that. I wonder if I did that. I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, while I'm just kind of clean up anatomy and stuff here, I'm going to start doing sort of like a weekly review of art I've done during the week. Because I don't always have time to record stuff, and if I recorded everything that I did all week, it would take forever to edit all the video and stuff. So I think what I'm going to start doing is doing sort of like this weekly review, and I'll go over anything I think is interesting or worth pointing out that I think could help you guys, stuff like that. And I think that would be cool. And the reason I wanted to point that out was because just a few days ago, I don't know if it was like Sunday or Saturday or something, I redid an older drawing of mine from 2000, I want to say 2009, for my webcomic Trying Human. So I will do that. I'm not sure where her arm, maybe her arm's supposed to be kind of like under his, like maybe around his back, like back here somewhere. I'm not sure. If that's the case, though, you could kind of like put her other hand like right there, like, I love you, darling. And real quick here, I just wanted to point out it might be nice if you instead of having both of the legs like this, it might be nice, like for rhythm reasons in your drawing, to kind of put the other leg out sort of like that. Just sort of change it up a little bit. You don't have to, I'm sorry. I'm always scared that when I recommend stuff, the artist is sitting over there just like, no! You ruined it! By the way, because I have actually gone over so many basic anatomy concepts, like how to draw feet, how to draw hands, that kind of stuff, I'm not going to be doing that as much in these videos. So if you actually go back to my Redline Tuesday playlist and watch the beginning stuff, you'll kind of get an idea of the basic shapes that I'm looking for and correcting and things like that. So that you're like, what? Why is she doing that? You know, that'll sort of give you an idea of like what I'm doing, where I'm going, landmarks I'm looking for, things like that. I'm thinking at this point, when people send in Redline Tuesdays, they kind of understand that and they just want to see these concepts applied and maybe explained a little bit to their own drawings without me going into like explicit detail, like this is how you draw a femur, you know what I mean. So, yes. Yes, indeedly-do, and I hope some of that just made some sense. Speaking of diddly-do, I have been wanting to watch The Simpsons so bad lately, and all they keep showing on TV is the new episodes, and I'm not a fan of the new seasons. Can't say I really care for them that much. Okay. So that foot's not like the bestest looking foot in the world. Oh, there goes my dog. She's tired of me. She sleeps on a little bed in my office, and when I start gabbing too much, she goes and lays in the hallway. Okay. So now we're going to do her head. And again, I'm going to disconnect it from the body while I go over it. Don't do this when you do your work. Work all together. Like, work loose and then, you know, work your way out. Don't disconnect everything. So I actually think she looks really good. So far as like kind of hitting the nail on the head. Though her face is kind of slanty. We're just gonna fix that. That's no big deal. I do that too. She got pointy boobs, man, look at that. That's like a shelf. So she's got like a cleft chin. Adorbs. She's got these adorable angled eye sockets. Just real quick, I wanted to mention that I am getting everybody's Redline Tuesdays. I have them in a file with what episode marker and everything they are. And if you do send me like a correction, or you say, oh, can you please attribute this drawing to this website or this Tumblr or this DeviantArt or whatever, I do get those. I just get so many messages, I don't have time to reply to everybody, so I just keep updating my archive and everything. So please, if I don't answer you, it's not because I didn't get it, it's just because I have so many. You know, and if you send it to me, I'll probably just do it. You know, I'm not gonna be like, who is this person? They didn't make their case. I'm not doing it. Okay, so I don't want her to have these like angry eyebrows. Oh, and she got like a little upturned nose. I love little upturned noses. Okay, so real quick, I just want to say about the lips. I would not recommend outlining them, and I can see that you didn't. So I'm just going to say this to the viewers. Do not outline lipstick with black unless the lips are going to be like black or really dark purple, because it looks not good. It looks like big old flippers. It doesn't look right, just trust me on this. Now the mouth part, that's fine. Actually, if you guys are interested, I can do a little tutorial on like kind of cartoony lips and makeup and that kind of stuff. Like how to make it look good, or, you know. I always hate to use that word. I hate to say make stuff look good, because good is kind of subjective, like what people like, and, you know. But you want to do it the Emmy way. The right way. No, okay, it's not the right way. I'm just saying. If you guys want a tutorial, I might do that actually, because I do get a lot of questions on that kind of stuff. So, then her part is right there. hope her eyes are looking in the right direction. I might have to move those. Okay, so let us sorry, just making sure that kind of fit my rhythm. Okie dokie. So let's put this on the body. And where is the body? Her head would actually be kind of... Well... I always say, well... Nah, go with it. You know what? Do it. Go nuts. I like it. Okay. So let's put her on the guy. No, he's taking over the world. We'll just white some of this out. No big deal. Alrighty, and then we're just going to... I really hate to erase that part of her head, so let me think here. Let's, clipping mask, make that lighter. Let's do like that. Okay. Now, as usual, my characters do look naked. Please don't panic. It's just so that everybody can see the anatomy and everything. Okay. So then let's be bold and smoosh these two characters down together. So now they are one entity. Okay, and let's do his arm. So there's curve straight, which I've gone over before. And let me see. I'm sort of deciding, so I think you would only, like, maybe see the back of his hand. Oh, good lord. Drawing on the wrong layer. Oh well. and just hints of his hands. And try to not break his wrist like I just did. Gosh, Emmy, you're just so talented. Breaking everybody's wrists. Also, I know there's going to be somebody out in YouTube land who's going to be like, he's too big. He's so much bigger than her. You know, no. Be quiet. This is cute. This is sizeism at its best. Which is kind of like size fetish. I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily a fetish. Maybe this character is... I've never seen the show, so I'm just using her sizes for a reference. Yeah, let's just scrub out some of the noise. Okay. So, I think that'll do it. I didn't really do the bottom of the legs here. Let me see. Yeah, I think it would be kind of like that. But yeah, I think that'll do it. Overall, I didn't have to really correct that much. I think the anatomy looked good. Let me, oh man, it's wigging out. Let me put my corrections in a group. Okay, so yeah, I think it looks good. Like I said, I didn't have to correct too much. Everything looked pretty good. Yeah, I have to admit I kind of emmy'd up her face a little bit. His face too. My bad. But I think overall that is something to work with. Some tippy tips. And I think that's going to be an episode. And I'm flashing that back and forth for no reason. So let's thank Direttore Sl88, who I believe is on YouTube or somewhere, and for this drawing to work on. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!